Hello friends, Grandpa Grit here on the Grit and Grunt channel. Today is Thursday, February 27th, 2025, and this is the week 100 update. 100 weeks now I've been doing the Bowflex and dieting, trying to gain muscle, lose weight, maintain my mobility into old age. I'm 62 years of age, and I am happy to report I hit my target weight this week of 148 pounds. I actually weighed in this morning at 147 and a half. Um, I had I've gone through a little bit of a roller coaster. I started out at 173 pounds when I first started to do the Bowflex regularly. Started to modify my diet over time, get more protein in, more fats, and reduce carbohydrates overall. It was a long struggle to change the diet and end up where I am today. I really have eliminated carbs almost entirely from my diet now. I do have a carb day occasionally, but really just avoid those at all costs and have mostly proteins and fats in my diet. I've been doing intermittent fasting the whole time, generally 12 to 14 hours in between meals overnight. And then occasionally now I am doing fasts up to 22 to 24 hours. And that has finally gotten me down. So the first 8 months I was on the Bowflex, I went from 173 to 151. Then I started eating more protein in general, but more food in general as I attempted to build up a little bit more muscle, and got those results as far as that went. But also my weight went up, and I ballooned up to back to 160 pounds. And at that point, I decided, well, I've got to change this trajectory. I don't want to gain weight back. Already been there, done that, and I wasn't happy with that weight. So I started really getting serious about cutting all the rest of the carbs out at that point, and make sure I really maintain my calorie count in the 1,800 to 2,000 calorie a day, and have an occasional, like I said, an occasional carb day where I might add an extra 400 calories or so. But the dieting really helped too, or excuse me, the fasting really helped as far as keeping me in ketosis and keeping the fat burn going. So I gradually came down. It took quite a while. It's really been over a year that it took me to get back from 160 down to 148 now. I'm calling it 148. Like I said, this morning was 147 and a half. So I'm delighted that I'm under 148 pounds. I estimate my body fat percentage to be about 17%. I've figured that from tables and such that I've been looking at on the internet. I haven't really done any serious measurement as far as like caliper measurements or anything like that. But just looking at the weight, my height, and what the expectation for the weight would be at certain body fat percentages, assuming that you're in good, healthy shape. And the Bowflex has certainly done that for me, put me in great shape. My muscles have felt like they've been growing the whole time, really regardless of whether or not I've been low calorie or high calorie. So as long as I think, as long as I'm burning fat, I think my muscles are building as well, as long as I maintain my regular regimen on the Bowflex. I'm also doing some plyometrics. I did a short on that about 6 months ago, I believe, where I'm showing myself jumping up a hill. So I do that before my workouts in order to activate the muscles and just in general get the glycogen out of the muscles and start the fat burn process even more. So I'm going to take off my shirt just so you can see my progress. Unfortunately, I still don't have that washboard ab look yet, but the fat is all gone from there, and or most of it. As I imagine, what will happen is over time, I've got some stretch marks, some skin stretching there from the fact that I used to be overweight, and so we'll still have to deal with that. I don't know. I'm going to try some moisturizers and things to see if that can help take some of the skin stretch that's still there. You'll see that when I take off my shirt. But then hopefully you'll see the muscle development and also all the fat loss from the areas that I noted in some of my prior videos. So if you want to look back at my prior videos, there was a couple of them where I had my shirt off and I was showing you my areas of fat, which included the handles, under the armpits, and of course in the midsection in general. So I'm going to take off the shirt now. I've got to pull the microphone off first a moment. Let me take off my shirt and I'll show you how I'm going here. Okay, so hopefully the lighting's good here and you can see my muscle development in the arms. I more often right now I'm not seeing it because it's rather cool down here and I haven't done any exercise yet, but I can normally see my vein in my bicep now. My bicep, seems much bigger. Again, I haven't done any measurements. I'm just going by looks, and I've been pleased with what I've seen as far as the look of the development. You can see the tricep there. Hopefully, I can get the light right. I'll just kind of try to move against the light here so you can see the tricep development. And then as far as my midsection here, um, again, if you compare to prior videos, you'll see I've cut a lot of fat out here in the handles and then under the armpits as well. Again, I apologize. I thought maybe at this point I'd be able to see more washboard ab look here, but I'm not seeing that yet. And you can definitely see the stretched skin here at the bottom. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to continue to work on that to get that to tighten up. And maybe that'll just tighten up with time. Hard to tell. And that's why I'm doing this. This is more of an experiment, just a personal experiment to see what happens. But I do plan to continue to lose weight. I seem to have the routine going down now to get my weight to go down steadily and get my body fat percentage down. So I'm going to continue on that. I'm going to continue with the fasting. I'm going to continue with the low carb diet, maintaining 1,800 to 2,000 calories a day, having occasional carb days where I go up another 400 or so calories. And I'm going to try to just maintain that. I don't know if I'm going to have to go into a deload period and a longer period of carb loading. Right now, I don't feel like that's going to happen, or I need to do that. But if it does come, I'll let you know. I'll put a video out on that. So I hope. Oh, I should show you my back too. I didn't do that yet. So I think in the other prior videos I showed my back development. I don't know what's the best way to do that, so I'm just going to stretch out here, and then I'll do one pose here. I show my biceps and my shoulders. So that's where I'm at. Again, it's week 100, so not quite 2 years, a month shy of 2 years doing the Bowflex and the dieting. Again, originally started at 173 pounds, felt quite flabby, and that was down since I've been working my very active jobs for a couple years prior to that. In my adult life, I was as high as the upper 190s, and so really overall, I'm down nearly 50 pounds from probably the worst point in my adult life when I was very, very close to 200 pounds. So I'm glad to be down here at age 62, have my weight back under control, and feeling like I have the mobility I need to go into old age and stay as independent as possible for as long as possible. So I'm going to continue to do this. I consider the Bowflex and the exercises I do just normal physical therapy now that's required as you go into old age to maintain your mobility. So that's what I plan to do. And again, I'm not really looking to bulk up muscle wise. I just want to maintain my muscle mass and I want to continue to pull the body fat percent down. So that's what this channel is all about, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. I will keep you updated. And again, thank you for joining me. It's February 27th, 2025, week 100 since I started back in April of 2023. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.